a jest for him. Amen and amen. Okay, so Pastor Charles, why are you reading this story for us today? Because you could have also read it just by yourself. The reason of me reading this story to you is because, first of all, I want us to agree that this is what truly took place as Bible is recorded. We join faith together. That is one. Number two, the title of the message is called The Market Square of Life at the Crucifixion of Jesus Christ. I want to show you the people that were at the crucifixion of Jesus Christ and their reactions, even though I have talked a little bit about it. When Jesus was nailed on the cross, obviously you can see that there were all kinds of classes of people present, just right there, including Joseph, this prominent man who was able to go before Pontius Pilate. All kinds of people were present at the cross. But that is exactly what they did. They didn't know. You can imagine. Even we saw it, even at the time that everything had taken place, that Christ has given up ghost. Their reactions testify that they were not really understanding. I think they took Jesus Christ to be crucified as they were taking those thieves. But they didn't know that this time, Jesus, he is not a thief. He was not a thief. He had done no wrong, as that one malefactor testified of Jesus. He said, we are thieves. But this man, he has done nothing. He has done nothing. We deserve what we are going through, but this man, he doesn't deserve that. A lot of them that were in the scene were there beholding the scene and not truly understanding. Maybe some do, many did not really understand the impact and the implication of that which they have done. We have the first group of people, the soldiers. The soldiers. These are the soldiers that nailed Jesus Christ on the cross. These are the soldiers that nailed Jesus Christ on the cross. Did they understand what was happening? I'm not sure. These soldiers, they were to do that which had been commanded, to obey the instructions of their superiors, their superiors. They just have to obey the instructions. These were the soldiers. And you saw these soldiers were there because, first of all, they were the ones that crucified Jesus. But also look at the reactions of these soldiers. In Luke 23, 33 and 34, we read here that when they were come to the place which is called Calvary, the soldiers crucified Jesus. And the malefactors, one on the right hand and the other one on the left. Then that time Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And they parted his raiment and cast lots. Indeed, they didn't know. But there was something about these soldiers. Even though, what is it? It's amazing because the cloth that Jesus Christ was wearing, they were fighting to see who will have it. You could tell, whichever way that we want to try and imagine, was it because Christ was famous? Was it because the cloth was expensive? Whatever that it was, the reaction of these Soldiers, after they have crucified Jesus Christ, when they put him there, his clothes, his crucifixion, and they played a major role. You can tell. This is the King of the Jews. Second group of people that were there, obviously, were the thieves. These thieves, we have one on each side of Jesus Christ. And we saw that one of them, who was very troubled, even mocked Jesus. But the other one made a statement. He said, Jesus, remember me. Jesus, remember me. We read that together in Luke 23, 32 to 53. Let me read 32 first. It says, there were also two other malefactors led with him. They were crucified with Jesus. Verse 39 to 42. It says, one of the malefactors which were hanged railed on him, saying, if thou be Christ, save